I started in the industry in 2000. Prior to that, I worked in a corporate environment. I was human resources manager at Randfontein Estates gold mine, and I'd worked on Randfontein for 24 years. And when I left the mining industry, Frances and I decided to go into the funeral industry, as she had some trauma with the funeral of her dad, and she created this passion, or developed this passion, to try and make an impact and a change in the way people acted or did services in the funeral industry. So that's where it started. Yes, when I started in 2000, Frances and I bought the franchise in Randfontein in Krugersdorp, a Martin's Funerals franchise. We ran that for 18 years. And a year ago, exactly the 1st of March 2018, we broke away from the Martin's Group, including 100 branches nationwide. The reason for that was various. There were problems with contractual issues that we couldn't sort out, and then I think the deciding factor for us was a fraudulent transaction took place, which took money which was due to go to each of the then franchisees, was taken and placed into the running account of Martin's Funerals Franchising. And when that became known, I think it made up our minds to actually start on our own and develop. That's when we established the Mosaic Funeral. Well, you know, everyone asks you about the principles. I think the principles we have were developed over 18 years of running your own business. So if you don't have good business principles, if you don't manage your business properly, obviously it's not going to develop, it's not going to prosper, it's not going to be profitable. So I think over the 20 years that we've been in the industry sort of helped us to develop the principles that we currently have in the Mosaic Group in terms of running a business, because each business unit with Mosaic is business owned or owner run. And you know, on those principles we want to continue and develop the Mosaic Funeral Group into becoming one of the largest, or the largest, funeral service provider in South Africa. I would think the secret that we have in Mosaic is twofold. I think it's passion for the business, and I also think it's experience in the industry. You know, I think one of the biggest things that have happened to us over the last year is, since the breakaway from the Martin's Group, we are actually fighting against the legacy and the name that we built up over 18 years in the industry. In our area, for example, where we operate, where Frances runs her business, if you ask anybody who's Frances, they'll tell you exactly. Frances was from Martin's Funerals. Now she's with Mosaic, so she has to bring across to the public that she is now operating under a new name, although she still remains in the same premises. She still has the same contact details of where she was for the last 18 years. And I think that is the same with each of the business units that broke away. Now, to break away from a brand that you've built over 18 years is very difficult. However, it's not something that you can't overcome. I think with hard work and passion, and you know, having the experience in the industry will bring us through this, and is bringing us through this. We're seeing it on a monthly basis. I think first of all, the Mosaic Group consists of business units, which are, as I said previously, are owner run. The benefits are that we have a very simple structure on how we operate. It's not a complicated franchise system. What we do is we have a mother company which holds the trademark for the name of the company, the Mosaic Funeral Group of companies. And each business unit has a licensing agreement with the mother company to be able to operate and use the trademark and intellectual property. When we expand, what we try and do is we try and look for people that have been in the industry for a long time, that have made an impact in the area that they're working in and convince them to come over. We've recently got 3 people that have joined, and we're busy talking to another 5 at the moment. So it's not a painful, cash-intensive exercise to become part of the group. Yes, there are stringent measures that we look at in terms of seeing that your standards are up to date, your facilities are up to date, because that's important for us as a group. But it's not costing hundreds of thousands of rand to come over and be part of the Mosaic group. As long as you are a legal, competent and certified undertaking business, we will grab you with open arms and bring you into our fold. The advantages for people that do that obviously is having a national footprint. We could do service for anybody in any part of the country without too much effort. It's just a telephone call away. And then secondly is that we are very strong in the funeral insurance business or assistance business, and we're underwritten by a phenomenal insurer. So the benefits in terms of having your insurance legalized, in terms of the FSCA requirements, are also a benefit to anyone that joins our group, because that we monitor and we manage that as well. So what we're basically saying is, if there are undertakers, funeral undertakers outside that are competent, that have built up a business over a couple of years and the knowledge and the experience, and you're wanting to join the group, you can contact us via our Facebook or our web page. All our contact details are there, and we'll gladly come and sit with you and interview you and have a chat and then bring you into our family. Yeah, I think it's very pertinent that corporates and SMMEs or whatever, the offering that we give is exactly what you said. It's 360. So what we can do is we could make sure that an employee from a company that passes away is collected and treated with dignity and transported to any part of the country or even neighboring countries, and services get done through our contacts. We have service providers outside of South Africa that we work very closely with as well, and within the boundaries of South Africa. The Mosaic Group, as I said, is stretched right through the country. So we could offer a 360 service for a corporate that may have offices in the major cities, or just a small company that has a couple of clients or employees working for them that needs to have a burial done either in the vicinity where they work or taken back to the homelands and have a traditional service done with their family in the homelands where they live. Yeah, we have an enormous passion for the business, and I think every single person that's part of this group has the same passion and vision. We want to be the biggest funeral service provider in South Africa, albeit we go out and have people join us to grow, or partner with a large organization that needs us with our national footprint. But in 10 years' time, Mosaic Funeral Group will be known as the biggest and the most efficient funeral service provider in South Africa.